If you want to trace your family back through time, you need documents and lots of them to guide the way. In part 1 of this Family History Fundamental series, I showed, among other things, how to find documents on FamilySearch. In this video, I'll show how to find documents on Ancestry. Because Ancestry is a subscription website, at the end of this video, I'll tell you some ways to access Ancestry records for free. I'm going to show you 4 ways to find records from a person's profile page here on Ancestry. 1. The Record Hints tab. This brings up a list of records that you can review. 2. The similar record hints on the records you already have attached. Click on a record and click View Record. The information from the record will show up on the left, and in the sidebar will be suggested records. These are records the search engine flagged as similar. When you click on a record, a new set of suggested records shows up. It's easy to get lost in these lists. After reviewing this suggestion, go back to your initial record and work your way down this list before reviewing subsequent lists, if they seem relevant. That way you don't miss any of the initial suggestions. 3. The search button. This search button will pull information from the profile and plug it into the search engine to save some typing. The green box contains a list of records already in your tree. The Smart Filtering feature, which can be toggled on and off, removes the records that are already in your tree from the search results. After reviewing the initial search results, edit the search parameters. Perform multiple searches with different combinations of the facts you know about your ancestor. Try different combinations of the first and middle names. Include separate searches for married and maiden names, and also alternate spellings. Do some searches with exact dates and locations, and others with approximated dates and more general locations. These techniques will help you get the most out of the search engine. You may recognize these places to search for records on Ancestry as the equivalents of the places I showed on FamilySearch in my previous video. This next place will be wholly new and is unique to Ancestry, because on FamilySearch there is only one family tree. All submitters are contributing to and editing the same tree. But on Ancestry, there are a gazillion trees. Each Ancestry member creates and maintains their own family tree. These Ancestry member trees are a great way to find new records, as well as find new cousins. So the 4th place to look for records on Ancestry is in the Ancestry member trees, accessed on the Hints tab. Member trees are always the top hint. Click on Ancestry member trees and your cousin's trees will show up on the left with information from your tree on the right. Cousins with the most records and sources will be at the top of the list. I want to be clear here. The only way to build a reliable and accurate family tree is by properly vetting one document at a time. Your cousins may have more family members in their tree than you do. Don't copy the people or relationships from your cousins' trees. If you make a practice of copying, you'll end up with undocumented errors in your tree. To view records, click on your ancestor to go to their profile page in a cousin's tree. Vet the documents you find here using the vetting process you learned in Family History Fundamentals Part 1, and let the documents tell you which people belong in your tree. Before we leave Gertrude's profile page in this tree, I want to show you one more place to possibly find documents: the gallery. Many of the images from the records you saw on the previous page will show up here, but it's also the place to store uploaded bios, histories, photos, and documents, so take a peek in the gallery while you're here. If you want to search for documents for someone without a profile page, you can use Ancestry's main search engine page. I've shown several ways to find documents on Ancestry. 1. The Hints tab. 2. The similar record suggestions on the sidebar of the sources already attached. 3. The search button. Don't skip changing up the search parameters. 4. Ancestry member trees, accessed on the Hints tab, and the gallery within those trees. To search for documents for an ancestor who doesn't have a profile page, use the main search engine. Documents are one of the only ways we have to get to know people who lived before we did. The more documents we collect, the better we know our family's history. As promised, there are a couple of ways to access Ancestry records for free. 1. If you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you qualify under the Church's reciprocal record sharing agreement with Ancestry for a free Ancestry subscription. Log into FamilySearch. Go to familysearch.org/campaign/partner-access and click on the Join for Free button. Look for a link in the description below. 2. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints maintains a library in Salt Lake City, Utah, and affiliate libraries and family history centers throughout the world where you can access Ancestry for free. You do not need to be a member of their church to use their facilities. Search for a location near you and their hours of operation on familysearch.org/help/fhcenters/locations. Look for a link in the description below. Check with your local library or nearby university to see if they have an Ancestry subscription. If they don't, put in a request for them to get one. When the library's closed or you want to search from the comfort of your own couch, you can play around with Ancestry's free indexes. They include a large number of collections from around the world, but give only limited access to the indexed information and digital images. Google Ancestry Free Index or look for a link in the description below. Thanks for watching. In the next video, part 3, I'll show you how to use documents found on the web to trace a lineage back in time.